Hello friends, this is Kevin, aka K-Man1, coming at you with another episode of Pokemon FireRed version. In the last episode, we finally trounced all the Team Rocket grunts out on the Sevi Islands and a couple admins and stuff, and we also returned the Sapphire to Celio. And in this episode, as promised, we are going to be doing something a little bit special. Those of you who stayed and watched until the very end of the last episode know what I'm talking about, but I'm not going to spoil it for everyone else. Also, it's probably in like the episode title, maybe. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. First things first, this is actually post-recorded. Yes, this is post-commentary. After I recorded the original, the audio file just sort of died. Yeah, I don't know the exact details of it, but the audio file died after I'd already saved the game, so unfortunately you won't be able to get my initial reactions to anything that's going on. Over here I'm just showing that there's stuff over here that I never showed before. Yeah. But on the bright side, this does give me the chance to talk about some other stuff that I want to talk about. As you may have noticed from the name of the video, this is going to be the final episode of Pokemon FireRed. And some of you might be asking, especially those who are particularly Pokemon savvy, hey, aren't there a couple more difficult battles that you can take on, or couldn't you do stuff with the battle facilities, couldn't you do all sorts of different stuff? And yes, I could, but here's the thing. Me taking on, specifically the battles people are thinking of would be the Elite Four rematches, it would just be a lot of me level grinding off-screen up until my Pokemon were all about level 70. And then just basically doing the same battles I've already done at a slightly higher level. And you could say, you know, technically they have new team members and they use Pokemon from different generations and all that kind of stuff, but ultimately, it's just not something I'm willing to put the time and energy towards, because it's not like I'm sick of playing Pokemon, because, I mean, I'm going to be playing Pokemon for the rest of my life, but it's just the level grinding in earlier generations is a lot of time and effort for not much in the way of progress. And ultimately, having to commentate through the remainder of the battles specifically would be pretty hectic, in my opinion. I would get very boring very quickly, and ultimately, as much as my commentary is rarely like the most amazing in the universe, I try to keep at least some level of interest in everything I'm saying, so ultimately I feel like doing the Elite Four rebattles would just they would just end up being low quality videos that I didn't really want to make. And another thing is, if you're ever like making YouTube videos or anything like that, then they should always be videos that you want to make and that you enjoy making, because if you're just making them because, oh, you think they're gonna get views, or oh, I started this series and so now I need to finish every single little aspect of it, it'll just end up showing, as far as quality goes, that they're really just not videos you're very interested in. And if you're not interested, then your audience isn't going to be interested. So, yeah, a lot of babbling, but yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. So, I will go ahead and talk about my next project. I am going to be taking probably a little bit less than a week just to make sure I have a lot of videos ahead of time. Not because I'm going to be like really crazy busy, but just so I do have that buffer in case stuff does come up, because stuff always comes up. You know how it is, real life being real life. So, I'm not going to announce what game it is going to be, but let's just say it is something that makes perfect sense for some of the other games that I have already done on my channel. And I will just leave it at that. So, I'm basically just kind of filling airspace at this point up until we finally do get to the thing that I was trying very hard to get to. And that thing is, well, I pause in the video. That thing is this Pokemon right here in the middle of the screen. I saved before taking him on, of course, because, you know, that's how you do things when you're taking on a legendary Pokemon. And if you talk to it, then I always imagine it as just being like the most pathetic little meow. But the thing I was looking for was the Pokemon Mewtwo. And Mewtwo is like the OG legendary Pokemon, like even more so than Articuno, Zapdos, or Moltres. Mewtwo is just like the first thing a lot of people think of when they hear legendary Pokemon. And he's really, really fast, he hits really, really hard with his special attack stat, and he is just overall an amazing Pokemon that I highly recommend using if you don't mind using legendary Pokemon. You won't really be able to see it in this recording because the first battle I tried to catch it. It took a while, and I ultimately just ended up running out of Pokeballs before he could KO my entire team. But yeah, he can really just wreak havoc if you are not either very high leveled or you have like a team specifically designed to stop him from being able to do anything. So yeah. Anyways, I'm not gonna bother showing the whole process of me catching Mewtwo, because the whole reason you watch stuff like people catching legendary Pokemon is for their live reactions, and I don't have the file, so yeah. This is gonna end up being a really, really short video because of it, but I feel like it's probably for the best, and so I would say tentatively expect my new series to start on Saturday. Let me pull out a calendar so I'm making sure I get the day absolutely right. On Saturday, August 29th, to be the first episode of my new series. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, for sticking through to the end of the series. Again, it is something I very, very much enjoyed making all the way throughout, but it's just the very, very final parts of it, just, I don't know, I'm not feeling it. I might eventually return and just do the battles and have bonus videos out of the blue in the middle of nowhere, but I wouldn't really bank on that, and yeah. So, again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next project.